Yep.
We are here with the slow talking Solange.
Yes.
Not slow walking, just slow talking.
Bad boy, yeah, you know.
Oh, I was just saying that I would like to have a YouTube interview with my interviews and Mace's interviews to see who talks the slowest.
Yeah, you know it. Bad boy, Solange. Take that.
So if this interview turns out to be a half an hour, it's really just us waiting for Solange.
I know. It's the Houston girl in me.
Well, and you know she's slow because look how flowy her outfit is today.
Thank you.
You look like a polar bear.
Thank you.
Like very comfortable.
That's the look.
Seems
the
very
vibe.
relaxed.
It is very
I will say your whites are very white. And is this from the laundromat performance because you were there making sure your whites were white while you performed?
No, this is dry cleaners.
This
is dry cleaners white. There's a difference.
So Rosenberg gives me a hard time because I think it's hilarious that you performed at a laundromat because as a single mom, you're multitasking.
Yes.
I thought it was very efficient use of time, but not so much.
No, it was actually Fader Vitamin Water Uncapped. How to make boring brilliant. And
That's brilliant.
Yeah, right?
That is, because I hate the fucking
Shout out
laundromat.
to Fader for being uber creative and
Yeah, it is
conceptualizing that. And then like Earl's Sweatshirt performed in an auto body shop. So everyone, I think Schoolboy played last night. I'm not sure where.
Like
but
2 nights ago at like an art gallery or something. It wasn't something
Mine
as...
was definitely like
yours
the
was
weirdest.
out there, yeah.
Yeah, but the best at the same time. Like that's new. It was newsworthy. Like
It was
Solange's
also
performing
kind
at
of
laundromat.
awesome for people not to have the context and like be like, her
That's always great.
ass is like can't get stages. She in the laundromat. It's cool.
But you are getting some nice stages. You're opening up. You're at the Barclays Center.
Yes.
And who are you opening
Friday
up for?
For Vampire Weekend.
Now explain to me who that is because I don't know.
They're a really popular group.
They're a pretty popular
Is,
indie
R&B
band.
music, indie rock.
Indie rock, but they actually have a lot of Afrobeat influences, but primarily indie rock, and I'm friends with the guys, and they're uber talented.
I think Solange is sort of fascinating because you occupy a really like interesting space in music, and you have like a really like deep fascination with music.
I do.
I don't know, like you seem like a Brooklynite, but you're not originally at all.
No, I mean, is that to say that people from the rest of the world can't be music enthusiasts?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. That's exactly what he's saying.
No, it's to say it's more, if you're looking for some sort of low-key insult, it's more that you're a Brooklyn hipster more than anything else.
Cool.
You know, it's
cool.
more that.
I'll wear that.
Yeah.
No, I am like a super music fan. You know, since I was a little girl, I always just sort of sought out new artists, and I've gone through a lot of different musical phases. I went through my like, 90s feminist alt-rock Fiona
Your Lilith
Alanis
Fair
vibe.
moment?
Yes, I
Okay.
had that, and then I went through like a heavy Nas obsession. In junior high school, I actually got suspended from school over Nas.
What's that story?
That story is that I went to a Christian school. I had, I think it was a Vibe cover of him with his godson tattoo on his stomach. I had like a whole homage to him in my locker. Obviously, the Christian dean thought that was blasphemous to have a tattoo saying godson. And my argument was that there was a girl who had a Justin Timberlake poster in her locker with the cross on his chest, so I didn't really see what the difference was.
Smart early.
So I refused to take it down, and then I actually spoke with my parents, and I told them, and they actually gave me the freedom and the choice to stand by that. And so the dean told me if I didn't take it down by Friday, I think it was like a Wednesday, that I would get an in-school suspension. So
you took it down. You caved.
no,
You let it
Took
rock.
the suspension.
I took the suspension.
Wow.
Now, have you
Wow.
ever told Hov this story? Because this was probably during the time when him and Nas was beefing.
This was before. This
Oh,
was
okay.
pre-Ether and that whole
But
era.
so you have never
But
told your
no, he knew.
brother-in-law this story.
Everyone knew that I was a fanatic. I used to have Nas on my nails, the whole thing. Nas knew I was a fanatic. I met him. I started bawling.
I mean, you guys
I
were
was
then,
like
and you guys were,
13.
and then you guys became label mates.
Yes.
Briefly.
Yes. And everyone at the label knew, like, B's little sister is like obsessed with you. So
let's be 100% honest and just put it out there.
Yes.
In life, we all make decisions.
Yes.
Coke and Pepsi. You know what I'm saying? Pepsi.
Neither for me.
Neither, whatever.
Okay.
That's ideal. That's good. Water, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Jay-Z and Nas. The fact of the matter is, you're a Nas girl. That's the fact.
Things evolve. And like I said, I went through a lot of musical phases.
Solange likes Nas, so what you gonna do?
No,
Thanksgiving dinner's gonna be so crazy.
By the way, Jay and I have our own sister-brotherly relationship. We talk about music a lot, about art a lot, so that's my dude.
And so and I'm sure,
and that's
he would
my
enjoy
brother.
that argument too.
Yeah, we've discussed it. I was actually like 13 or so when I met him, and my first introduction to meeting him, I sat next to him on the plane separately. This was pre my sister and him dating, and he saw that was during the time when you had the big leather booklet with the CD covers, and you took a lot of pride in laying that out. And I had a whole Nas section of like album singles, like everything.
You have the
so
CD single covers also.
I did.
Wow.
I did.
Interesting.
And so his nickname for me was Private School Thug. It still is today. That's what he calls me.
And he made that up when he met you, and there was no real relationship yet. Wow, that's really cute.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Nas album's kind of, well, no, I would say it's obvious, but what's yours?
I actually really like Stillmatic.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something that drives me crazy about the Stillmatic intro?
What's that?
This is sorry, bro. This is nerdy.
And it's super random, but
Solange Rosenberg nerd hip hop talk. Let's go.
I love the Stillmatic intro. It's something I play a lot, right? But he says, "Heart of a king." He says, "Heart of a king." No, he says,
"Heart of a god."
He says, "Heart of a king, blood of a slave."
Yes.
And I'm like,
oh yes.
That's backwards.
It's been a while
me.
since I've heard it.
To me, I've always thought that was backwards. It should be blood of a king, meaning you're from the bloodline of kings and queens, heart of a slave.
Nas is a poet, and I don't really question what,
How dare you question
how he
Nas
expresses.
in front of Solange Knowles.
I'm just a nerd too.
But my favorite is It's the Life We Chose, which was on the album before that, which people really didn't love so much, but It's the Life We Choose is really, really a strong record. I was just listening to that the other day.
I think still,
I
enjoy your choices. Do you, I mean, Stillmatic's dope. Did you like, whatchamacallit, the double album?
I don't know about the double album.
Yes, you do.
No, really, like.
Hip Hop Is Dead. Wasn't Hip Hop Is Dead the
No, I think after 8th grade, like I said, I went through like all of my musical phases, and Stillmatic was really.
That was your last Nas.
Like my fanatic joint.
Well, you were crazy, right?
Yeah.
So now all of this artistic talk and nerd rap talk leads to where we are today with you musically, right? I mean, all of those influences kind of play into your newest video.
Definitely. When I wrote Lovers in the Parking Lot, I actually wrote it and Dev Hines produced it. And once we were done, I was like, this is missing a couple of things. There's a certain bass line I had in mind that I like saying and had a bass player. And I was like, and we need Manny fresh drums. So I actually got the Manny. There's like a Manny kit, like when you're producing. Manny drum kit, yeah. So I tried a couple different Manny drums, and when it came down to conceive the video, I knew that I wanted to do it in Houston. Houston had a huge parking lot pimping scene, and I wanted to sort of pay homage to that, which the song references. And so I actually asked Manny to be in the video, and he said yes, which I was super psyched about. And I love Bun. He's amazing. And I actually saw him in a hotel lobby, and I asked him, would he do the video? And he was like, tell me more. And I was like, I have an idea, or I want to do this musical through King's Flea Market, which King's Flea Market is sort of like your Houston swap meet. The flea markets there have a very swap meet culture vibe. And he used to work there. He was like, that's crazy. I used to work at the tape shop there. And I was like, sick. Yeah. Well, you get your screw tapes,
Nah,
et cetera.
Look,
yeah.
On the West Coast, same thing with the shoes wrapped in plastic
Yes.
and, all of that.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
very familiar with the swap meet.
Yeah. But, in New York, when you say flea market, people think of like
Brooklyn style,
vintage
right.
clothes
They think
and
of people now like Solange.
Like Solange.
walking
Hipsters
around,
walking
buying
around
weird
looking for
polar bear
old
outfits
T-shirts.
and things like that.
Yes, I suppose. But this is a whole different vibe.
Right.
And I told him that I wanted us to do a dance move together, like a Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis kind of move, and he was totally game. And then I was like, well, can you talk to Manny about it too? And so he kind of rung him up, and so we're dancing.
So let me get this straight. Bun B, Manny Fresh, and Solange have choreography.
We do. We
dance
do.
steps.
We do.
A la Destiny's Child or a la
Kid and Play.
Kid and
little kickstep.
Play,
I would say
Scoop
more
and Scrap, Big Daddy
so,
Kane.
more so like the time.
The time. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
we get like real funky.
All right.
And I have to say, like, Manny can really, really dance. But back in the day, he used to do the Dougie before it was the Dougie.
True, he did.
So we
I mean, look, in hip hop, we used to dance a lot.
yes.
You know what I mean? My running man is mean.
Do you still bust it?
No,
No.
my knee. I'm old. My knee,
Ebro
I got a
doesn't do
bad
any
knee.
dancing. The only dance he does is in the studio. When you see him in real life,
No,
Really?
listen. I just came up
But you're
missing
from
last.
LA?
I'm from Oakland, California.
But
last
they
week,
dance.
No, absolutely we dance. MC Hammer, all that. Rosa, don't
Oaktown
listen to
357.
Rosenberg.
He was
Do
in
not
Oaktown
listen to
357.
Rosenberg. I came up missing last week dancing with a fat girl, and then they didn't find me for at least 12 hours.
I'll show her the pictures though.
They're all over the internet. I'm nice with it. You know what I mean? I wind up nice. Nice West
But
Indian big
there's
girl.
just like a whole different men who dance culture in New York versus the South versus LA. And I'm kind of into like the guy standing there really firm. Like this
Here
vibe.
we go. Yeah,
That's the
that's what
what I'm
that's
saying?
what I did, and that's what I
Hold
got
on,
caught
hold on.
doing with the
And
fat
just
girl.
letting the girl do all of the work.
Yes.
I love
Let's
what,
hear it for
But-
Solange.
but
I
Knowles.
love
people
what she's
don't-
saying, but I got to show you this picture because it is precisely.
What I was
That?
doing.
Oh shit.
What do you think about that? How does that make you feel?
That's definitely the stance that I'm talking
but
about.
He
though.
got that part on
Notice though. Pay attention to
She's
the
working
placement
it.
of the pinky finger on the drink.
You see that?
My
Classy.
skill is crazy, old man style.
Yes,
See,
it
the reason-
is.
It's a lot of shit I do wrong.
Where is this?
At some club, at Contra
That's a
Lounge,
Contra Lounge
Thursday
every
night.
Thursday night.
Vibes up, shiny culture. What up?
Who DJs?
A variety.
Bobby
variety
Connor's and
people
Job,
that-
a lot of reggae music, D
I'm
Life.
sick.
Yeah,
See,
no,
but
yeah,
see,
we get it.
see,
in.
let me be clear. The reason Ebro is able to stand so stiff, if you will, is because when you're dancing with the chick that he was dancing with, you don't have to actually worry about becoming stiff. So you can stand like that and
Do not disrespect her.
I'm
She was
not
showing me love.
co-signing that,
I'm
and
sure
she
she-
looks like she's having a good
she
time.
does look
What's
like-
your dance vibe?
no dance vibe. I'm a DJ.
You just vibe?
Yeah, all I do is this, but this means nothing. You know, 50 said, "I don't dance. All I do is this."
No, somebody else said that before. They don't dance no more.
No,
People don't
that's
dance
Goody
no
Mob.
more.
Goody Mob?
All they, yeah.
All they do is this. Good point.
Solange is just
Yeah,
No,
she
I'm
does.
just
She just
saying
sung me.
like
No, she just
no,
pulled
no,
the
no.
Goody Mob.
on
no,
some
she right.
hip hop
She right.
shit though. I
She
love
did.
it.
But
No,
the
no,
thing is,
no,
I never played
I'm
They Don't
just-
Dance No More out. I would play the 50 Cent record, and when
But
I
I
played
don't
the 50
know
Cent
the
record,
50 Cent one. What's that?
it's on just a little bit, or one of those songs. He goes, "I don't dance, all I do is this."
Oh, yeah,
just
yeah,
that little
yeah,
two-step
yeah,
with
yeah,
a little
yeah.
twist.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
50 songs are so soft, by the way. I love those songs. I cannot
They're
believe
moist. They're moist.
He finished Ja Rule off, and he has some of the best soft songs ever. But anyways, yeah, that's why part of the reason I DJ is because I'm not a dancer. I like to be in the booth. Like I don't know what I'm
Right.
doing unless I'm in the DJ booth.
Yeah,
I feel
and you
weird.
were mad at me for DJ.
I did hate
Lots of people were. I got it.
You know, it was just that it was unfair, and I wasn't really mad because I knew you were a sweetheart at the time. But I was just kind of like, I mean,
Don't lie to her
because
now.
she's Beyonce's sister
Yes.
now. She just gets to be a DJ.
Yes,
no,
absolutely.
I got it.
But you were
I
saying you
have to
loved it. You
say,
really loved
like, I actually called Q-Tip, who is my favorite DJ. He's amazing.
He also was an add-on DJ later. Too. I mean,
Oh, come on, though.
listen, Tip's one of my buddies.
Come
at least he was a
on.
producer
Wait a
first,
minute.
though.
Wait a
Producer.
minute. Oh,
He
so
did
when you
beats.
produce, well, I've been producing a long time.
See?
So then do I
We
get
didn't
a?
know this though. We didn't know Solange Knowles was the
But
producer
honest,
in the family.
I gotta ask Tip that. I don't know the first time Tip started spinning records. It's hard to say
But
because
who
like,
cares if you're good? He's just ill.
Yeah, he's good. No, he's amazing. He plays. He has a great selection. So.
And the first time that I actually, like, I've always been just a music lover and played music at parties. The iPod hog, that chick, super annoying.
The iPod hog.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so, it was actually right after the earthquakes in Haiti, and I wanted to help out and contribute in some kind of way.
Don't make me feel even worse now.
No. I'm really serious. But
so
I
that
just
was how you thought you could have an event.
No. I had an event, and I was like, someone has to DJ. I asked Tip to do it. He wasn't available. I asked Amir. I asked Questlove. I asked all of my favorite DJs, and everybody was sort of doing their own contributions. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to, like, play some music. And actually, my sister and Jay, it was my birthday, and they brought me turntables. They're like, we're tired of you being an iPod DJ. Actually learn how to DJ.
I respect it because I can't stand an iPod DJ.
I know. Well, I mean, I wasn't doing it like
it was like a party. She would just
like at house parties and stuff. Right. Yeah. So I actually called Tip, and I was like, I know you can't DJ, but will you just give me like a really basic level? And nothing's basic with him. So I went there.
No, that is true.
And he put Impeach the President on 2 different sides, and he literally for 5 hours made me go back and forth until I could beat match. And it was like I wasn't going to do it if I couldn't actually beat match and do it.
So here's where the hating part kicked in, though.
Yes.
Then I know the access to music that you had was stupendous, because you and Amir are very close.
Yes.
So you could just be like, yo, Questo, what's up with those 5 hard drives you have on you right now?
He actually did put some music on for me.
Did he? Yeah, I know that he did.
But actually, there was another DJ in Chicago. I DJ'd, and I was terrified because this was like, I mostly did like art parties, fashion parties, but this was like a hardcore Chicago.
You mean the art fashion parties where they don't even know what a blend is? So you can just do whatever. You could just fade one out and play one. It didn't matter. Like, you're amazing. Now you had a club.
But it's really, really about. But even at Brooklyn Bowl, like, you have to come with it. And I did a good 6-month residency there where I was DJing, and that really, really, really strengthened. I always felt very good about my song selection because I tend to play the songs that were just the album cuts that people actually legitimately want to hear, but nobody ever really plays.
That's one of the keys of being a great DJ.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it is totally different. Not to just give you to suck up to you, but it is different being a DJ. Half of being a DJ is being a music lover / expert, like someone who loves it. So it is obviously vastly different when Solange Knowles decides to become a DJ versus, say, Paris Hilton, who just got a 6-month residency. And I know you're a Knowles. You won't say anything mean about anyone. But when I see that, I'm just like, true. Really? Paris Hilton, a 6-month residency?
Solange will definitely say something mean about somebody to their face.
Well, then please diss Paris Hilton right now.
But I haven't seen, so I can't make an educated...
Hard to believe she'd have good taste in music. I know I'm just judging Paris.
Maybe, but I get surprised a lot. And honestly, I keep it very humble on the DJ tip. I have so much to learn still. I am so open and always a student. I'll always be a student.
You're still into it though?
I am.
Even though you've been now really back on in the performance world, you're still into it?
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to do a gig actually in a couple of weeks. It's definitely slowed down, but I love doing it.
Do you ever spin actual wax or always just Serato?
I have, but really, to be quite honest, just to switch over.
Just to set your shit up.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
But
she knows her shit, though. I can tell. She respects the craft.
No,
I really respect the craft, and it really was just something that I enjoyed so thoroughly, but I would not have done if I didn't actually take the time out. And I still fuck up, you know what I mean? I still have so much to learn. Definitely can't scratch, definitely can't cut. But the blend is there.
That's all.
So,
and music choice.
The song selection,
blend,
I feel good
If you have
about.
song selection, you can blend some records.
Yeah.
That's the start of being a DJ.
Yeah.
So do you feel like, it sounds like listening to you talk, and I've known you for some time, you found your path. Like, as far as being creative, your creative outlet, and what Solange
I evolved
stands for.
into it.
Right.
I didn't so forth find it. I feel like I was so blessed and so lucky to have the journey that I've had. I started off actually dancing for Destiny's Child when I was 13.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I danced with them from 13 to 15. I was their backup dancer, and I traveled all over the world, and that was so imperative for my journey because in Europe especially, where we toured the majority of the time, I was dancing with them. Radio was so different. So I had exposure to, Chemical Brothers being top 40 there in Bjork and, all of these different musical cultures that I was exposed to. And me just being a little music nerd, like I just grasped onto it so much, but I didn't really know how to take all of these influences because, again, I'm just as influenced by Manny Fresh as I am that. And I didn't really know because, you're young. And honestly, at that age, it was so important for me, as most teenagers, to show how deep I was. So I used to wear Rasta braids and all Jamaica everything. My first video, everything is red, green, black. Noriega's doing the verse. It takes time for you to really develop that confidence that you pretend to have. And I think, the older my son got, the more settled and more stability I had, the more I was really able to sort of focus on me because I was a nomad basically from 13 until 17, which are the really imperative years of your life. I didn't have that high school experience, and then I went straight into getting married and having a kid. I moved to Idaho, to the middle of nowhere.
Time out.
Yes.
Let's stop on Idaho.
Yeah, how did that happen?
What the hell?
My ex-husband, he played college ball there.
That's right.
So he wanted to go to school there, and I was the supportive wife. And I also kind of romanticized about the idea of raising Jules in the country, so I was down for a while.
I'll be honest, it's sort of a cute. I understand where you were at.
Yeah.
You'll support him while he's there.
Yeah.
Raise Jules in the middle
You
of
guys
nowhere.
get a ranch and you'll have plenty of room to play and a dog.
Yeah.
Did you guys have a dog?
We didn't have a dog, but because I was 17 with a newborn, I had no family there, no friends, so it was just
Were you guys high school
us.
sweethearts?
Yeah.
So
we were together from 13 to 20.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you guys still cool?
We're cool. We co-parent.
You co-parent.
We're not homies.
You're not best buds.
Yeah.
But and how's your I've obviously met your son just running through everyone's dressing room backstage at concerts doing whatever he wants at any time. And everyone
when
being
he's when he's with the family, he's the jewel. They let him do whatever he wants, but I am not at all that kind of mom. I'm especially by Brooklyn mom standards, I'm like Cruella DeVille.
What do you mean?
Because in Brooklyn,
everybody's super liberal and they can express themselves and do whatever they want, and I'm you better shut up talking crazy to me.
Yeah, in Brooklyn, it's they're eating weird gluten-free granola bars and they're barefoot.
We do a little of that, but we're such a living contradiction. We have the seaweed snacks, and then we have spicy Cheetos too. So
you try.
We try.
Okay, by the way,
we have seaweed snacks and we have Funyuns.
This is totally something I had no interest in bringing up until it just popped in my head when you mentioned your high school sweetheart.
Yes.
Because I'm the last person to care about gossip.
Okay.
But I'm sorry, this did make me laugh out loud. Did you happen to see your sister's ex-boyfriend on E! This week?
No.
I forgot to mention this to you.
No.
Either Entertainment Tonight or Access Hollywood. It was on by accident around dinner time.
That's interesting.
And they were an exclusive with the man.
It was a
who
video
lost
interview?
Beyonce. Yes.
Who
Apparently, a
is
boyfriend
this
she had in
person?
high school for a couple of
yeah,
years.
a few years.
And,
I
her
know
real
who you're
boyfriend.
talking about.
But
He's
it
a
was
sweet guy.
No, he wasn't a jerk at all.
Yeah.
He was totally nice. The only funny part that I thought was amusing was that he was but then he messed up and cheated on Beyonce. And he's yeah, I blew it, I'm of course you had to frame it like that. She left, you made her leave. He was but he was generally very nice. I just thought it was hilarious that he got an exclusive.
Yeah.
They were amped.
Damn.
But
I have to check that out.
But that
sounds
speaks to
interesting.
the level of weirdness fame that your sister's
Yes.
in. Which I find to be one of the more fascinating things about you is that you are, you're famous in your own right.
Yeah.
But you're also mad regular.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when I bumped into a Bonnaroo who I hadn't seen in a long time.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like bumping into a regular person that I know who's in the music world with me, but I don't think like, oh, her sister's the most famous human being on earth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I have to say, like, my sister's mad regular, too. I mean,
So
obviously, to a certain extent, you know, life can't allow her to do that, but
Yeah, like she can't just walk to the edge of the stage and put her arm out with someone not trying to
I know.
snatch her
I know.
and drag
It's
her
just really
into
scary.
the audience.
It's just
Yo,
really, really
Yo,
scary.
seriously, there needs to be an intervention there. Seriously,
No,
somebody needs
I
to
mean,
go, yo, chill.
I
These people are
know.
crazy.
I know. Well, I mean, she has the whole Beehive stage.
Oh, that's who those people are.
Yeah, so those are like select fans that have followed
That are extra
her.
crazy. That's the extra crazy section.
Oh.
That's what it's there for. That's what the Beehive is.
But I love sitting at the Beehive because I just like wave as if I'm a fan, and she just can't even deal. And I just try to distract her and be like, and she's just like, I can't look at
See,
you
if
right
things are
now.
going to get real, I'm telling you, they're going to get real, and then someone's going to get their ass whooped. That's what's really going to happen. They need
I
to
know,
chill.
I know.
Somebody
It's really scary, but you know what? At the same time, I have to give her the hugest props for putting herself and being that accessible.
Fair enough.
But it is scary,
And where was it,
especially as a
Brazil?
family member. It's scary to watch that.
Yeah, Brazil.
Yeah.
And dude wouldn't let go.
No.
But security was there, right? I mean, I assume
No,
they
she
would've-
let them go. Security was there, and she said it's okay.
And didn't kick the guy out.
No.
What about the guy that slapped her on the ass, though?
That's taking it too far. He would have got slapped back.
So if you're in the Beehive section
Yes.
and something like that happens,
Yes.
what is Solange going to do?
If I'm in there and I see that happen,
Yes.
That is tough.
I mean,
Matters in your own hands?
I honestly have really, really been trying to work on myself and mature in that area because it's not cute. And
Wait.
you
Are you
gotta
saying,
grow
is that
up.
implying that if you didn't work on it, like you were Miss Slap a Bitch? Is that what you're saying? Like without
No.
work?
No.
Someone get yoked? You're a yoker?
Tell the truth, because I've seen it. Tell the
You've
truth.
seen her yoke?
I've not
she
put her hands
is
on
it.
Your friends
somebody.
are pointing at you
But
and
I
nodding.
will. Yeah, you know what time it is. She'll get into motherfucker zone. Don't motherfucking this, motherfucker that. Do not. Yes.
She can't
I've
do
had
that.
to defend myself
You're
a
the
lot.
little sister, of
yeah,
course.
and I'm like super protective of my sister. That's like my sensitive subject. I've been known to like snap off a little bit
Like
behind her.
If people are saying comments and
Yeah,
things like that.
I'm not into that. But who is?
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know,
it's
at the
family
same
weird.
at the same time, like you have a human reaction that's like, you know, it's like talking about your mama.
See,
just don't do
and
that.
it's actually good that you finally came, because I know you're here because you probably checked in with Kelly Rowland first, who
No,
used to
I-
think that Rosenberg was an evil spirit. Remember that?
No, I actually just am scared of radio in general.
Why?
It's scary.
There are a lot of assholes in our business.
Okay.
This station's history with their family has not been
Oh, yeah, true,
amazing,
true,
thanks
true,
to your
true.
past employees.
But I
True.
saw him at Bonnaroo and I said, you know, I really, really want to come up to the station. And I'm obviously, who isn't a huge fan of Hot97. And he was like, we're not that scary.
Yeah, it's not that.
And-
I mean, we
And then
crack- like, for
I
instance,
had to like actually go online and I
watch the
saw
interviews.
like a few interviews. I was
Did
like,
you
I can
see
handle
the
that.
one where he inducted your sister into the axis of evil?
No. But
Which-
didn't we
which-
just discuss how I am?
No, I
so
think she
why?
You would have laughed
You would've
because it was
Okay.
with Scar from The Lion King, Darth Vader, and
You have to give it the context, though.
So
Yeah,
when-
'cause I'm
when
like,
she
that's not
when
funny.
The whole like lip sync, no, when the whole like lip sync at the inaugural thing came out, and everyone was like so up in arms, like she had
Right.
committed this evil thing. Rosenberg was like,
Oh,
sarcastically
okay,
inducted her into the
all
axis of
right,
evil.
all
right,
right.
with fictional characters.
but
Well,
for
I'm
the-
into that
well, for
because
the
people
record-
are wilding.
right, it was ridiculous.
Well,
Yeah.
people still got mad at me. There are people who still hit me and were like, how dare you? I'm like,
It's a Scar's not real.
A Scar from Lion King isn't real. I thought I'd make it obvious that way. But
I don't know. I'm not sensitive about humor.
She was like, "Where are you guys taking me on camera right now?"
No, I don't think I don't give Beyonce a hard time about that much. I had my doubts about the movie, but then I watched the movie and it was actually pretty interesting.
What movie?
The Beyonce movie.
Oh, on HBO.
The Beyonce biography by Beyonce, directed by Beyonce.
Yeah, we do our own.
It was pretty good though. It was pretty.
I didn't watch the whole thing. It got a little too girly for me in the second hour.
It does get girly.
The second hour. The first hour was dope. I was watching it.
It's a lot of feelings in it. There are a lot of feelings.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot of feelings.
Listen, there was a football game on or something. I switched to the football game.
No, I get that.
And you don't want to see her talking about your friend and being like, Jay-Z that is, and being like, you beautiful man of
so
perfection.
Sweet.
It's amazing.
We're men.
No, their relationship is amazing. But then I'm like,
don't be salty.
Don't be salty.
No, there's a little hate. There's a little hate because their relationship is amazing. And I hope to be.
No, you have
and I have nothing.
No, you have nothing.
And they have everything.
They have everything. And most importantly, they have each other, and you have zero. The world's smallest violin.
Listen, Solange Knowles will be live at the Barclays Center, which is amazing, with a group I've never heard of, which sounds pretty awesome.
They're huge, by the way. Vampire Weekend is hugely popular.
And I'm an idiot for not knowing what
they are. You would like this stuff.
I would, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
And let me say, when I saw Solange at Bonnaroo, she rocked the hip-hop jam.
Oh, thank you. I was so nervous.
Well, tell everyone who you played with that night.
I played with Ghostface. I did Churchella Ghost.
She sung Cher Shayla Ghost.
I did. And it was my request because Bonnaroo sort of curated this whole hip-hop jam, and they were like, we need a singer. Will you do it? And I'm like, of course. But some of the song selections were like a little bit more in your face, mash-up-y vibe. Right. And I was like, at rehearsal, can we do Shayla Ghost? And everyone was kind of like,
And that shit rocked, though.
And I just started singing it just to sort of egg them on.
And they were like, this works.
But the crazy thing is like they didn't actually ask Ghost.
Oh, they just did it. And he was, of course,
No. I went into the dressing room and I looked like a little 10-year-old girl like, will you please play Shayla Ghost with me? And he was like, yeah, cool.
And he was like, nah, man. And you were like, oh, okay. It was like, it's like, you know what I mean?
But he's so chill.
He's so chill.
But where did that blog come from? Because it's not chill.
That's fake.
It's
amazing.
fake.
I know,
but it's
I know. I love it too, but it's so condescending to his vibe.
Yes, no, it does not. I told him when he had him here last time. I told him about it.
He didn't know about it.
He didn't really know about it.
Stop it.
I said.
By the way, my boyfriend talks to me in the voice of that person.
Yeah.
No, I just opened my Instagram, but the very last thing that I posted, which my friends all saw, was I asked him, he asked me if he could murk one of my brownies that I left. And you know how you talk out loud and you're texting at the same time? And I was like, murk it, girl, because I was saying girl to someone. And then he was like, yo, the God don't play that, though.
Yeah,
like
what's your
constantly
Instagram again?
talks. It's Saint Records.
Saint?
Yes.
What is Saint Records?
It's my label. I just launched.
I didn't
Yeah.
never even heard of
it. Let me guess.
No, I deleted it because
why?
I didn't want like fans like all in my
That's so
tea
funny,
like that.
So he's into Ghostface, the artist, and
no,
Ghostface,
he
the blog.
is, but
Both.
he talks to me very oftenly in the voice of the
Did you
blog.
say oftenly?
Is that not a word?
Don't think so.
Shit.
It's cool though.
Most often,
no, it
he
worked.
talks
it made
to
sense.
me.
I want to find someone who can simply voice that Ghostface persona.
Yeah, he can't vocalize it, but he just texts it.
I mean, the blog itself is hilarious.
It is, but it's slowed down a lot.
Sometimes
it's not
it's
really
down a
on
lot.
there.
It's down a lot, I think, because of content. But sometimes it gets a little mean. But sometimes it has me crying.
Me too.
But it's good. It's good stuff.
And don't forget two other things to add to that. Look, she did "Kill Me Softly" that night also, which was awesome.
I did.
You did.
I could have done that a little tighter.
I enjoyed
it was a little rough.
I enjoyed it. Also, You God came out and did his verse. Like they did complete Cher.
Yeah.
And don't forget, lest us not forget, that your sister's song with Ghostface is like one of my favorite.
The
Beyonce
Summertime
records of all
remix
time.
joint.
Oh, yes. Yes, I forgot about that. It was a New York
thing.
But New York does that, especially Hot 97.
Yeah, well, because she put out the record "Summertime," which I don't even know what was that on.
It was on a Fighting Temptations soundtrack.
Good sister, knowledgeable music fan, and a good sister.
Amazing. And then
I'm like the biggest fan, just
of her stuff.
Yeah.
And I think Ghost like heard it on the radio and just made a version.
But they put it out. It's on.
So then it came out.
Oh, I have it on a Red Columbia record. It came out.
Wow, never knew that.
Yeah. I also did Umi Says.
Oh, and she did Umi Says.
And I did I Want Black People to Be Free and full of a crowd full of maybe 3 black people.
That's awesome.
Oh, Bonnaroo's so white. Oh, Bonnaroo's so white.
But you did that on purpose.
No, I mean, that was part of the songs that...
No, you got up there on some righteous black shit and was like...
Oh, I mean, I'm always pretty righteous black shit. But that was a part of the... They gave me like 20 songs to choose from.
Look, I'm
that's
all
a classic.
for your rebellion. I'm for everything that you
want to do.
do.
That was not rebellion. That was a classic record. Who didn't like Umi Says?
No, everyone loves Umi Says.
Yeah.
Soon come when Solange Knowles is on the edge of that stage with her fist raised.
Oh, I raised my fist that night.
You did?
Yeah.
Fuck.
She was going hard.
You can't say I want black people to be free
and not put your fist up.
Yeah.
All right, good deal. Good deal. I'm all for it. Yeah. And I want to see you live. I have never seen you live.
You should come.
I'm needing to see this group.
Would you come to Barclays?
Whenever.
I'm a little scared.
It's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people.
It's a big stage.
I mean, I've been playing a bunch of festivals which have like
20,000.
Glastonbury had like 80,000 people. But when it's outside, it feels very different. The stadium feels really official. Like,
oh, it's official.
Me.
How was Glastonbury? That's a big deal.
Amazing. Somehow the crowd just started doing choreography while I was doing one of my songs. Like a whole sea of like 20,000 people started doing this dance move, and I'm watching it like live from stage. It was so magical.
Were you doing the move also?
No.
They just did it on their own.
Yes. It was really strange.
That's why
it was
white people
amazing.
out of this country are different than white people in this country. Because if white people in this country tried to do a move choreographed like that, there would be like all these separated shoulders and like
That's not
serious
true.
injuries.
That's not true. I have a part in my show that I encourage everybody to do a dance, and it doesn't matter what race it is. People jam.
Oh, I'm not saying they don't try to. How's it look?
It looks good.
She lives in Brooklyn. She's around awkward white people all the time. She's
God.
just used to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we gotta let her go. She's got to run to BET. Are you premiering the video today?
I'm premiering the video today.
Sweet.
Right.
Yeah.
This is once again choreography with Bun B and Manny Fresh.
Yes.
A must see.
Yes.
Right. Is there an album
sick.
out? Talk to us
Yes,
about
my
the whole...
EP True came out last year. I'm working on my full length now, and I actually just launched my record label a couple of months ago, and I'm putting out my first project in November.
How's mom?
Mom is awesome.
Okay, she's letting
Proud
you do your
grandma.
thing.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Taking care. She's on blue mode, right? She's in full.
She's on blue mode, but she's committed to my boo.
Okay.
To Jules. They have like this.
Oh, yeah,
they look like
gets,
twins.
she's living
too.
life. 2 grandkids.
Yeah. So she like comes. I actually moved to New Orleans part time, and she just left from there. She was there with us for a week there.
Oh, so your
so
boyfriend lives from New Orleans, huh?
no, he's not.
So why would you move to New Orleans?
Because I love New Orleans.
Just because the vibe's awesome?
Yeah, the vibe is awesome.
Do you get one of those dope houses?
I haven't really found my house situation
there are some
yet.
houses that are.
There are.
You know that big street when you're driving into New Orleans where it's like the huge houses on both sides of the street?
Amazing.
Yeah, that's in Garden District,
yes.
I think. Yeah.
And the houses are just gorgeous.
Yeah, it's dreamy. I love just the like juxtaposition of culture there. Like it's just nowhere in the United
French,
States
the Indian,
that
the black, the history,
it's
everything.
insane.
Music,
like I
food.
literally the other night when I was recording and I went out on the street and it was like 3 a.m. and there was this guy. I asked him how old he was. He was like 82 or 83 on his blues guitar, his little amp with his little reverb, and he was doing Drake, I'm Gonna Find Your Lovin'. 82 years old, but a blues version. Like, where else are you just going to see that on the street every day?
tight.
No, it's like all day, every day.
But that's your people are from down there. Y'all Creole or something, right?
Yeah.
So y'all Houston, New Orleans.
Yeah, we have family
Alabama,
in Louisiana.
Like the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, so it's sort of like homecoming.
This was a phenomenal interview, and I did not expect it to go this far.
Thank
Why?
you,
Why didn't you
guys.
expect
I just didn't know she was gonna give us all of this. Like, you know what I mean?
All of that.
She got up and danced.
She did give us a little dance.
I just did
She said
what
she
guys
likes dudes
should
that stand
do.
on the wall
Yes.
and women that wind up against them, so they don't have to do nothing.
She
Yes.
does that. You know, but also Jill Scott was here yesterday, so like there's just a good
Aw,
soul energy.
I love
right now.
her.
Yeah.
No,
Me too.
She
Jill
is
Scott's
so
amazing.
vibrant too. Like her smile, her energy, everything. She's gorgeous.
She's
I love
amazing.
her. Yeah.
She's amazing.
Y'all are getting real soulful up here.
High five, Solange
Thank you
Knowles.
so much.
Kill 'em out there.